You're awfully quiet, Zoe. Something wrong?
How small would people have to be to put infinity people in here, Mommy?
I don't know, sweetie. I guess they'd have to be infinitely small.
How small is that?
So small, it's like they're almost not even there.
So small I can't see them?
Smaller.
Daddy told me a story at a hotel.
Was it a good story?
Well,
The shots with the mother and the daughter on the car ride were really, really great about laying down the groundwork for the theme and building out the world for us, even though we don't quite know what's getting ready to happen. And then intercutting that with sort of the technology with the father and his endeavors almost kind of reminded me of Back to the Future and those first initial shots with Doc and like creating a real sense of like, okay, this man is clearly up to something. How does that relate to the theme of infinity and things moving forward, but also staying the same? I thought all of those things in the initial teaser were really, really effective. And then when you get into the garage, the production design and the set design, I thought was really smart. I definitely felt that he was working on something big, and that paired with the score, which was very gripping and very technological, like almost like an upbeat sort of synthy techno foreboding score. Definitely had like a Black Mirror feel, and then you pair that with the little girl and the sort of the innocence that she has with the clear like manic state that the father is going through. All of those things really work together really beautifully and created like a very strong tapestry for what this film is about. I love the intercut of or the shots of the little girl, like the explaining what Lemniscate is. Such a smart way to explain the title and sort of explain the themes through the eyes of like a little child's YouTube series. I thought that was really effective and it really helped me understand. I think it really drove home the themes and what the short is about. And finally, the twist. The twist was really fantastic. And as soon as you kind of meet the pairing of the father, I mean, the actor really shined, and it was clear that he created two different characters for each version of himself, and the monologue that he delivers toward the end about infinity and about what it means to like take another person's life that's your own life, and what it means to live in like infinite, like in an infinite amount of universes, um, and the continuation of that through the end, all was really worked together really beautifully.
I like the idea of like parallel universe, but being able to break through and like speak to yourself. This man being able to speak to himself in a different reality and then getting stuck in that reality. I think that's a fun twist. And it presents, it's pretty introspective, but at the same time, it's like your consequences kind of follow you wherever you go. I think it's kind of an interesting idea. Yeah, really, really into this idea, into this concept, and I think it was executed pretty well. The acting was really good. I think you paced this really well. I think the score helped. The different editing throughout, it just flowed really well and really, really presented the idea in a easily digestible fashion.
Cool concept with the multiverse and the constant loop that these characters are sucked into, that we find out in the end that they're constantly replacing each other. I thought that concept was awesome. I thought that it brought out this heart and emotion from this film that a lot of times is lacking in sci-fi film, in order to build up that action and the sci-fi more. But this had the emotional heart. I thought that the actors did a really great job in this film to build those relationships and show just how meaningful the daughter is to the father, even though he's absent a lot of the time. They showed how much that she still meant to him. The setup and payoff with the car almost hitting the daughter, I thought that was executed really well with setting it up that she almost got hit, and then the realization when he reads that newspaper in the other multiverse, in the other universe. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and And the music was great, and this too was really epic, really cool.
Wow, I thought this was really a very unique and interesting story. Well written, very well acted as well. You know, all of the characters I thought were really good. The little girl was great. Great music, and I thought the music really set the tone and helped carry us along very nicely. Love the cinematography, good sound effects, and nice editing, and a very good twist. I loved the twist to this. Didn't expect really that to happen. And now at the end, he's, I think, going to try to find himself in another dimension. Something you can't think about too hard, or you'll try to find, holes. It's kind of like, basically time travel. So
this has amazing special effects and brilliant storytelling based on high-level quantum physics language that also Emma just helps us understand better. This is just tragic and so moving on its humanity at its core. The reasoning behind the decisions and the occurrence of events feels just so real, so transparent. It is a perfect depiction of being in pain and the resolution to do whatever it takes to revisit that happy place, and the means that some have to return to that happy place. It is outstandingly good. You really don't see the ending. It's quite unexpected and very well told.
I liked it a lot. It was neat, this idea of this guy being able to break through and talk to himself in another reality. And then, it's kind of like his sins of being a poor father came back on him as he ends up being trapped on the other side. And yeah, it was a cool twist at the end there. The meaning being don't trust yourself. But anyway, it was a really cool idea. I liked it a lot. The actors all did a great job. I liked the analog music and the look of the whole thing.
I thought this was just a fantastic effort. I thought for what looked like a very small budget, it was used really to the fullest. It was well performed. It was beautifully shot. The production design all made sense.